Ladies and gentlemen, I am David Brick, President of Campus Cinema, the University's Film Society. We're honoured to have such a distinguished guest with us this evening, and may I introduce to you His Worship, the Lord Mayor of Exeter.
Thank you, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Councillor Chills, and I'm the Lord Mayor of Exeter, and it's a great privilege for me to be here this evening. And obviously, I'm also an employee of the university for the last 20 years, so I'm very, very aware of the Asian community at the university, and I'm employed at the St Luke's campus. Although I was invited to open this Asian Film Festival, I'm afraid that a previous engagement prevented me from doing so. As much as I wanted to come along, I had other engagements, but I do believe that my Deputy Lord Mayor did come along, and I did ask to come at a later date, and I've been granted that request, and it is a pleasure. In Exeter, there are people from almost every country of the world. They come as tourists, students, some even become permanent residents. But no matter how short their stay may be, we hope they will discover the best things that this city has to offer. Obviously, Exeter is a very, very, very historical city. It goes back to 800 AD. And since then, we've had a very, very long line of history. The Romans, the Danes, the French, and as it is today. As we get to know them, we also have the opportunity to discover the best things that their countries have produced, and so widen our knowledge of the world and enrich our lives. I am pleased when I meet people in Exeter who are being proactive in establishing closer connections with people of other cultures, and so I am compliment the campus. Sorry, I didn't write this. And so I compliment the campus cinema for devoting part of the programme to this Asian Film Festival. I also compliment the Asian Culture Centre, which has helped to create this festival for a number of years. It has provided Japanese language lessons in Exeter, and more recently 2 Mandarin classes. It also provides social events where local people who are interested in the culture of China, Korea and Japan can meet others who share that interest. More importantly, they have had the chance to meet and become friends with people from those countries. Naturally, people from Asia are pleased when we in Exeter wish to see their films. They are even more pleased when we study their history, philosophy, and their arts and crafts, and start to learn the language. They leave Exeter with warm feelings and happy memories, determined to come here again. In my opinion, it is this that enables Exeter to call itself an international city, and so I hope that Campus Cinema will hold another Asian festival next year. Although I won't be Lord Mayor next year, but be sure to I get an invite, so I will be very interested to come again. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that. As President of Campus Cinema, it's a pleasure to host such a grand event as this. Exeter boasts itself a brilliant international community, and Asia maintains a huge majority of that international community. Through our film festival, we have attempted to show the brilliance and amazing talent held in Asia through using Japanese, Korean and Chinese films. All free of charge, of course, thank you due to the Korean Tourism Board and the Embassy of the People's Republic of China. Through them, we won't be able to host this event and show you all our great films. Furthermore, we must always thank Eric, of course, for his absolute dedication to this cause, because without him and the Asia Cultural Centre's support, none of this would have been possible, and we wouldn't have been able to celebrate Asia's culture in such a fantastic way as we have done. Furthermore, it's so good to see you all here again, and it's a real pleasure, and thank you very much for your ongoing attendance, and we hope to see you all again soon. So thank you very much, and thank you.
thank you. It is now my turn to thank David Brake and the members of Campus Cinema Film Society for the time they've put in and the hard work in organising this festival. Last year, at the end of our successful Korean Film Festival, we thought what a good idea it would be if we could incorporate some Japanese and Chinese films as well. We hope that by seeing films such as these, people can develop a greater love and interest in the culture of those countries. In the 1970s, there was quite an interest, perhaps due to Hollywood and to some extent to the Mutant Ninja Turtles, in the Japanese ninja. Now this has faded away, and I think the interest now is in manga comics and animation films. In fact, as a result of an interest in manga, some people have come along to our Japanese classes. Why? Because they want to read manga in the original Japanese. This is fantastic. But it doesn't stop at reading comics, because as an example I can quote to you one Japanese girl who's now studying, she's doing a project on the Japanese 10th century Heian period, and her interest is particular in the two court ladies, Lady Murasaki Shikibu, who wrote the Tale of Genji, and Lady Sei Shonagon, who wrote the Pillow Book. So far as our Mandarin classes are concerned, people come along for various reasons. Sometimes they want to go to Beijing and get a higher grade in Kung Fu, or they want to learn about Chinese pottery or hanging scrolls. They want to study at Beijing University, or perhaps they just have a Chinese boyfriend or girlfriend, or perhaps they're thinking of doing some tourism in China and they'd like to exchange some greetings with the people when they're there. I think that that is all I can say about this. If any of you are interested in learning Mandarin or Japanese, on the table outside you will find some information about our classes. May I thank you for coming here tonight, and I hope you enjoy tonight's film.
My Lord Mayor, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the president of Chinese Society. May I say how happy I am to see some Chinese film being shown in Exeter, not just to students at university, but also to the general public. I'm sure those feelings of happiness are also shared by the Japanese and South Korean students at the university and the members of those two communities living in Exeter. I would really like people to see what everyday life is like in our countries. You will see that it is not so different from everyday life here. I'm sorry if that destroys any notions you might have about Mysterious East. Well, but if you're interested in period drama and fantasy, I'm sure the two Chinese films in this film festival will appeal to you. Please enjoy the fantastic scenery, the gorgeous costumes, and the deadly martial arts. I hope that after seeing these films, you will all want to visit East Asia. Please make a note to your travel agent, and there is an unforgettable trip waiting you. Sorry. Thank you very much, and thank you for everything.
Thank you very much.